G'day guys, I just want to fill you in on the news regarding the trial that was meant to be the 1st of June, that was changed to the 2nd of June and now has been moved to the 28th of August. So the judge sent us through correspondence saying they wanted to have a quick mention hearing, just to have a discussion regarding all the particulars of the trial. And mind you, the trial date was booked. We had our final directions hearing. That means it's locked in. And the judge literally just said, I'm going to paraphrase, but she basically said that we're not going to have the trial on the 2nd of June. It's going to be on the 28th of August, which is just incredible to me, and didn't ask us if about availability of witnesses, whether our legal team's available. None of that. Just told us, hey, we're going to run the trial on this date. I spoke to the barrister. I spoke to the other lawyers. I've even spoken to good friends of mine that have been in that worked in the legal profession before, and they've all said that's unheard of. For a judge to literally just say we're doing the trial on this date without asking the other parties if they are available on those dates, if your witnesses are available on those dates, it's just unheard of. And it just proves that these people are running scared. They can't win this. This is their last bluff to try to get me to agree to something, and it's not going to happen. I'm not going to make a deal with the devil, because in my opinion, that's what they're doing. They're lying, they're disrespectful, they're dishonourable, and I'm going to continue doing what I have been placed here on this earth to do, and that's to speak the truth and let the light shine. I'm going to continue to do that. So anyway, now, just for context, our final directions hearing was just a couple of weeks ago. The final directions hearing means that we've locked in the trial date. It's booked, and nothing can change without basically there having to be some legitimate grounds for a date change, for an adjournment. So after we had everything locked in, I then paid. We paid for the flights for the lawyers, the interstate lawyers, and we paid for the accommodation. We booked accommodation for like a month, because it's an 18-day trial. We need a few days before and a couple of days after the trial, plus the weekends. It's like a month. So that was like $10,000 plus the flights. And then we get told after that, so after everything's booked, it's all locked in. Yep, we're ready to go. Prosecution's ready to go. Court's ready to go. We're ready to go. We agree. We've locked in the date. 1st of June. Then we get told that then I book all of the accommodation and the flights, and then a few days later we get another email saying that the prosecutors pulled the pin and we need to get a new prosecutor. So then we sent them some correspondence in the form of an email saying we need to know whether or not we have the trial is going to happen on the 1st of June, because we've booked all of this accommodation and we won't be able to get a refund after a certain date. And so we gave them to that date to respond to us, so that we could, so if they respond to us and say, look, we're going to have to adjourn it off to a later date, we can then still get a refund for the accommodation. They didn't even correspond with us at all. They just completely ignored our emails, and then we didn't get correspondence until the day after. And the correspondence just said that the trial's going to go ahead, and we have a new prosecutor and a new judge. Right? This is just it's crazy. These people are running scared, right? So we get a new prosecutor, a new judge. We can't get a refund now for the $10,000 that we spent on accommodation, which we gave them days to confirm yay or nay, so that we could. We said, this is the date, Monday. This date is the last day for we can get a refund. And did they respond to us in any way? Communicate with us? Nothing. Silence. Until the day after, and then they say, oh yeah, we're going to go ahead with the trial, and we have a new prosecutor and a new judge. And then we get told the other day that the trial's going to change. It's going to start a day later, which I thought was very interesting. And that was a day after we also we released that Take a Sickie for Nikki video promoting the 1st of June to have people at the court. And then we find out the next day, oh yeah, we're going to start the trial a day later. No communication, just telling us it's going to start a day later. Like, okay, they obviously don't want us having people at the court. Well, that's all right. We'll just let everyone know it's the next day. And then we go to court today. We have this. I got notification last night that we've got court tomorrow, 2:30. It was rushed. We weren't, it wasn't like we were told we're going to have this emergency meeting or anything, and it was just court tomorrow at this time, almost like a demand. So anyway, I'm online. I'm in the court, and I hear this judge literally just tell everybody, "Oh, we're not going to be running the trial on the 2nd of June. It's going to be the 28th of August now." Not hey guys. Just want to know what your availability is. Is the 28th of June okay? Because I need extra time to prepare because I'm the new judge on this case. None of that. Just telling us, hey, this is the date. It's going to be the 28th of August. Basically, whether you like it or not, we don't care about whether or not your witnesses are available. We don't care whether or not you have another job that you're working on, and whether or not you're in court. It's absolutely, completely unheard of. The legal team, everybody in there has said they've never heard of this happening, never known this to happen without the everybody being asked if they can, if that's an appropriate date. To change the date that's been set and locked in, to change it and then say, well, we're changing it to this date. The judge, that's what she said, but not ask if that's an appropriate date for you is unheard of. It's completely unethical. It's completely immoral, and it's just not right. It's wrong. On top of that, we raise the issue of costs, because now the legal team, they've got to be paid for their time. They've booked this time out, and now they're can they resell that time? They've booked out a month, and now that month they're not going to be working on that month because the trial's not happening. Now we'll be able to do some sort of a cost order for that, but we also mentioned the fact that we've spent $10,000 plus flights, and the judge just basically was like, I'm not going to entertain that these frivolous costs. No, that's, I don't think that we should be paying for your accommodation. And it's like, lady, listen, we booked the accommodation and flights because you guys said that you were ready to go to trial. We booked it. We spent a huge amount of money. It's not our fault if you stuff up and you have a mistake or you need more time. You've already said that you're ready to go. So you've got to bear the burden of that. You've got to accept the liability for that and pay for it. Why should I have to pay again for all of this accommodation, and all of these flights because they can't get their crap together? So anyway, so she's fighting us over that issue as well. One way or another, we're going to make them pay because it's their stuff up, not ours, and it's their decision to remove the date after they've confirmed the date. Okay, that's their problem. Okay, I've booked everything. The lawyers have blocked out that time for the trial. It's all good to go. They've confirmed, yay. It's all stamped, sealed, and delivered. And then they change their mind, and then they want us to bear the costs for that. There's no way we're going to bear the cost for that. So, in my opinion, this is their last-ditch effort to try to bluff us into conceding, and it's just not going to happen. It's never going to happen. These people to act the way they're acting is absolutely disgusting. To treat people like this. For starters, I haven't committed any crime, and they've vexatiously prosecuted me, and Adam Rube. They've put us on the strictest of bail conditions. They've destroyed my shoulder. They've put me in jail for a month. They've destroyed my business. They've affected me in a huge way when they committed the crimes, and then they put you through a vexatious process of being prosecuted when there's not the evidence doesn't exist for them to prosecute me, but they're still doing it, which I believe it's the people above that are saying we've got to keep dragging this guy out. We're going to destroy and bury this guy. But the thing is, God is awesome, and I have been blessed and sustained with everything that I need. And whenever I need something else, it's always provided. So I'm not going to back down because I've got God on my side, and they don't. You know, they can hang out with their mate Satan, but Satan's got nothing over God. So that's where I'm at. I'm not going to back down. I'm going to continue to fight this fight because I already know we're going to win. So 28th of August, who knows what they're going to try and do. But let's get ready for the 28th of August. It's absolutely unheard of for a judge to say, I'm just going to change the date, even after a final directions hearing where it's confirmed that this is the date for trial, where all the legal team book out, okay, and block out that time to work on a trial that's going to go for weeks. And once all the accommodations booked, all the flights are booked, for them to just go, oh, well, no, we're going to move it to this date, and not even ask whether the legal team or myself or the witnesses are available. Not even ask. Just say, no, we're doing it this date. It's unheard of. These people, they're scared. They can't win it. And I'm not going to quit. God is with me, and he who endures to the end shall be saved. I know that principle to be true. If God be with us, who can be against us? Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. So anyway, stay strong, be of good courage, and let's enjoy the victory that's coming. God bless.